What's up, Schwartz Force? Welcome back to the channel. I miss y'all again. Hope all is going well. Today I have a really special episode because I'm featuring not one, but three never before seen watches. So real quick, in case you're new to the channel, my name's Dave. May the Schwartz be with you. Hey, did you know? It is a great day to wear a watch. Today I'm wearing my Seiko Fuyugeshiki watch. This is the Snowflake Presage version, and I have upgraded that crystal to sapphire with branded case and dial, so quick shout out again. Now let's get into it. If you guys recall, a while back I had the opportunity to review the Marchand driver chronograph watch you see here, which I still own, and as you can see it's still running fine. There's no issues, and I just love the look of this one, and I wear it quite often. And I did put it on an upgraded strap. This one you see here is from Straps Co. that really gives it that Tag Heuer racing look and feel. Definitely a nice upgrade. I'm showing you that because Dan, the owner of Marchand Watches, reached out to me and asked if I would be interested to review the new Mark II upgraded version of the driver chronograph. Has a lot of upgrades, and I told him, yes, absolutely. I've had my eye on these for months and months since he initially released the design of them, especially this blue one. So when I asked him to review this specific color, he surprised me by sending these three. Now, I don't get to keep these, so I just want to be fully transparent, and you guys know I'll always give my honest thoughts and opinions on any watch that I review. That said, there's just something about these new driver chronographs with their panda dials and the colors. When I see them, it just makes me want to hop into a nice sporty car and maybe go do some street racing, some nice speed limit, street legal racing. But that's just me, and definitely let me know if it invokes that same kind of feeling in you. I'd love to hear it. But let's flip the camera around and dive into these watches up close.
Hey, did you know it's a great day to wear a watch?
All right, first thing is first, thank you to Dan from Marchand Watches for sending these in. Each of these models are currently on pre-order at the time of this video, so the first batch will be limited to 100 pieces in each color, and delivery is currently set for the first half of September, which is right around the corner. You do get to save 60 pounds on the price by doing a pre-order, so if you're thinking of snagging one or more, the price is temporarily lower at $199, so make sure you don't wait too long or you might miss out. And there is also a yellow panda option that should be available later this year for pre-order, so keep an eye out for that one if you're interested, and I'll include links down in the description for you. Let's start with measurements as we always do. So we have a case diameter of 42 millimeters. If we include the crown, that will put us just under 46 millimeters. Lug to lug height of 49 millimeters, and case thickness with this flat sapphire crystal comes out to 12 millimeters. Lug width is 22 millimeters, so you'll have lots of options for strap swaps. Speaking of straps, this watch will come with a perforated rally strap to complement each color combination as you see here, but there are also a couple of extra strap options that you can include with your pre-order. For this blue variant, you can get a blue leather rally strap that has the larger 3 cut holes in it. For the panda dial with yellow accents, there's a black ribbed leather racing strap option as well. I actually love the orange contrast stitching that this blue leather strap has, and it has a nice thick padding at the lugs that does taper slightly towards the ends. The strap also tapers in width from 22 millimeters down to 20 millimeters, so you get a bit of that vintage vibe from it. It does have a simple tang buckle done in brushed stainless steel with the Marchand logo etched into it. Now if we get up close to the strap, you can see there's a fine grain pattern that the leather has, which should develop into a nice patina over time as it sees more use. The straps do have quick release pins, showing that there's plenty of thought that went into their design as well. Let's move to the case. Constructed in full 316L solid stainless steel, we have a cushioned shape with combination of brushed and polished finishes. The sides of the case is fully brushed and has lugs that curve slightly downward with rounded corners. The fronts of the lugs also have a satin finish, and as the lugs meet the bezel, there's a clear break showing just a sliver of the satin finish, giving extra dimension to the case. The bezel is done in full high polish with corners that are defined yet smooth and rounded ever so slightly. The top of the bezel is brushed for a nice break in between the crystal and the bezel, and the pushers and the crown are all brushed finish, and the push-pull crown has a nice coin edge and features Marchand branding. Overall, the cushion case shape will allow for the watch to wear smaller on the wrist, yet have a bold presence that gives ample light play in both artificial and natural lights. Working our way to the caseback, we see that it is fully brushed, including the backs of the lugs. It does have a stainless steel screw-down caseback, and etched into the caseback is the image of a vintage 1970s style racing driver helmet, staying true to the DNA of Marchand watches, which you can find out more by visiting their website and read about the brand history. Also etched in around the helmet image is indication of model name, mecha quartz movement, 50 meters of water resistance, and brand region from Cambridge, England. Alright, let's stop real quick. Question of the day. If you could have anything racing inspired etched into the caseback, what would you choose? For me, well, I know I would inscribe the best racing quote that I know. Here it is.
If you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Now, let's go ahead and get into the dial, which is the most eye-catching part of this watch. Each color variation will feature either a panda or reverse panda colorway. Contrast is well thought out with these designs, as we have the bi-compact subdial layout with an aggressively sloped rayhot that features a tachymeter scale printed on it. The reverse panda options have an ivory color rayhot and subdials, whereas the panda dial features a hyper white dial with black rayhot and subdials. There is also the yellow panda version shown here with red accenting, but my review will focus on the three that I have here in hand. I like that the reverse panda options feature contrasting orange accents with both the text seen on the tachymeter and just above 6 o'clock, as well as the main chronograph second hand and the hands on both of the subdials. The main dial color appears to be matte in finish, but has just a hint of metallic sheen or pearlescent effect. It looks great in my opinion. It gives depth, but in a toned down or more muted manner. Next, we see stick-shaped hands on the subdials, as well as stick-shaped hour and minute hands that are filled with luminova. There's also the stick-shaped hour markers around the dial, also filled with luminova. The second hand is needle-shaped, and I like that it extends all the way out to the chapter ring, which does have split-second markers and minute markers printed in white. The subdials are recessed into the dial, giving depth and three-dimensional effect, and has 24-hour indication on the right subdial, and our running chronograph minute counter up to 1 hour tracked on the left subdial. There is the Marchand logo printed at 12 o'clock and driver chronograph England printed at 6 o'clock. Lastly, we see a date wheel located at 6 o'clock featuring a white date wheel with nice crisp clean printing on the numbers for easy readability. Now to summarize, initially I was absolutely drawn to the blue and orange dial, but after having these on the wrist a bit, this black and white panda with the yellow accenting has really grown on me. I will say, regardless of which one you choose though, they will be absolute strap monsters, so that will keep the honeymoon phase going strong with these. This Mark II version ticks all the boxes with regard to materials and finishing, so be sure to check out the Marchand website to put in your pre-order, and also keep an eye out for the fourth yellow panda dial option, which should be up for pre-order towards the end of the year. But that's my review, guys. Drop me a comment. Let's hear your thoughts about this one. And if you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, you can always join the Schwartz Force by clicking my logo down here. And if you want another cool video to watch, check this one out. I know you'll really enjoy it. Until next time, as always, may the Schwartz be with you. Take care.